What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, super amazing friends on Instagram. It feels so good to be here. Hi, everyone watching. My name is Gaius Chibweze, and I am the Chief Marketing Officer for Abit Mobile Application Limited, aka Abit Network. Okay, let me try to connect to those on Facebook. Okay, so the show must go on. I'm so sorry for coming late. I need to also hail my friends on Facebook before they will get angry. They will say I'm starting late. Okay, perfect. So please let me know today. Last week you were not hearing me, but today I want everyone to be hearing me. So let me know if you're hearing me. Let me know if you're hearing me. Let me know if you're hearing me, especially those of you on Instagram. Is Ajulu online now? What does he say? He said, "You sent me link."
Yeah.
Ask him to send you. Tell him to send it to all my numbers. So I can. Okay, I've seen the link here now. Thank God. Okay, guys, I'm so sorry for starting a bit late. Check my battery is not charging for this laptop. Oh, see phone battery. Help me with that, my other charger. No, it's a Samsung. Okay, guys, let me connect to the guys on Zoom. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. This is 11 minutes past 12 here in Dubai. Which phone is connected to this? Okay, this. Okay. Please see if you know how to come. What?
This one there.
Yeah, but yes, but see, I don't know how to go live on this Samsung phone. I'm trying, like I've forgotten where I used to press.
Okay.
So thank you so much, thank you so much, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. My friends on Facebook, the topic for today's discussion is how to diversify your crypto investments, how to diversify your crypto earnings. I'm trying to connect with the guys on Zoom, so please, everyone, just be a little, have some patience, please. I'll start soon. Okay, perfect.
But what? Like we discussed
Ajulu.
earlier, is that what?
Okay.
As I'm making that profit from crypto, you know that what you take out a certain percentage of those profits and what stop these things start putting into other forms of investment.
Okay, so I think my CT already started. Oh, your life now. Fine, thank God. Okay, guys, so I'll bring this here.
You know, I made 100K from this coin. And before you know it, they're putting the 100K into another coin.
It's on the wrong page. It's on the wrong page.
And I explained that what
this is
once
a bit
that every crypto market has what up and down times.
Okay. Leave it. So, I think there's no arbitrary there.
So last week, Bitcoin chief thought on what? Taking profits, how to trade profit. And we said that what?
Okay, guys, so my CTO is already having this conversation on Zoom. So let's wait for him to introduce me.
And you're seeing $300 in your wallet. That profit is not yours until you take the profit. If you don't take out that profit, it's not yet yours. You understand? So this Habit Farm is one of the platforms that's what offers.
Thank you so much, everyone watching on Facebook. Today's topic of discussion is how to diversify your crypto earnings into other investments. This webinar is very, very important for those of you who are trading in the cryptocurrency market. So good, so I'm sure these guys are hearing me now. So I'll turn off commenting since everyone is hearing me, so I can be able to focus. Okay, please tell Ajulu I'm already here so that he can introduce me.
So you would be able to make that one-time investment, and what these are the same way parents pass down shares to their children. This is the kind of investment that you can even pass down to what? This thing to your children. So I think Chief is here. All right, yeah, Chief has joined us.
Yes. Thank you so much, Ajuru. Can you hear me?
Hello, Chief.
Okay. Yes, I can hear you. Thank you so much for holding forth while I was trying to join. I think I had some meeting that actually took some part of the time I was supposed to start this. Can everyone hear me? Is everyone on Zoom hearing me? Good evening, everyone. For those of you who are just seeing me for the first time, my name is Gaius Chibueze, aka Bitcoin Chief, and I happen to be the Chief Marketing Officer for Abit Mobile Application Limited, aka Abit Network, aka Tatcoin. So I believe everyone is doing amazing this evening. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, for those of you watching on Facebook and Instagram, we are starting a bit late, but that notwithstanding, we are going to have a very wonderful session. So today we are going to be talking about how to diversify your crypto earnings into other investments. For those of you already in the cryptocurrency market, you saw that for the past 2 days there has been bloodshed on the street, which means that the cryptocurrency market, we saw Bitcoin go as low as below $50,000. So this is coming. This is coming this time where there is so much optimism since one of the richest persons in the world invested in Bitcoin. He bought crypto and he started promoting a crypto called Dogecoin. So even though there has been so much optimism in the cryptocurrency market, but as at 2 days ago, the market went down and the market is trying to recover. I think it is today that the market came up to $50,000. And you know, Bitcoin controls other cryptocurrencies. So anytime there is a dip on Bitcoin, it affects other cryptocurrencies. So this is why it is very, very important that you, as a baby trader, understand the market. So it is very, very important that as a trader, you trade. Last week we talked about how you can know when to take profit. Most persons just trade, but they don't know when to take their profit. So when the market dips, the market goes deep with their money. When the market comes up, it comes up with their money, and they are just repeating a circle. So if you were not part of last week's video, if you didn't watch that video of how to take profit from a successful trade, look for that video, search for Abit Network on YouTube and watch that video. Today, basically, we are going to be talking about today, basically.
So I've actually uploaded that video to YouTube. I shared.
Okay, good. So watch that video on our YouTube page. My COO just said he has uploaded that video on our YouTube. So watch that video on our YouTube page where I talked about knowing when to take profit from your crypto trade. So this week now we are going to be talking about how to diversify your crypto investment. For those of you watching on Facebook, you have known me since 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017. I started talking about Bitcoin here on Facebook very seriously, even before I started talking about it on Instagram in 2016. So it was not until 2017, during the Bitcoin pump, that I now saw the importance of diversifying my earnings into something else. And one of those very secured investment portfolios to diversify your cryptocurrency earnings to is real estate. For those of you who know a little about real estate, you know that real estate is one of the surest or one of the less riskiest investments. A plot of land will always be a plot of land. So unless there is a natural unless there is a natural destruction like erosion or something else that makes that land inhabitable, real estate is one of those very secure, less risky investments. So I often tell my people in the cryptocurrency space, I said, as you're making profit from crypto, it is also very important that you diversify into something else. So this is why we as a platform called Habit, we as a platform, Habit Network, we created our platform for real estate crowdfunding called Habit Crowd. Now there is a reason, there is something that inspired me in 2018 to start that platform with my team members. Now we looked at it. So many persons come to me on Instagram and they tell me, Bitcoin Chief, I have 10,000 Naira. I would like to invest in something that is very secured, something that has almost zero risk. As I have always said, cryptocurrency is one of the riskiest investment. So when people are talking to me and asking me of something that is near zero risk, definitely I cannot refer them again to cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is very risky, but the profit is actually in that risk. The price volatility, the price of Bitcoin going down to $45,000 and coming back to $50,000. For every time the price of Bitcoin goes deep, somebody that buys at that deep is going to make money when the price comes up. So cryptocurrency is very volatile, very risky, and is considered among the top 2 high riskiest investment, the top 2 most risky investments in the world. So when people come to me and they ask me, Bitcoin Chief, how can I invest in something that has almost zero risk? I refer them to real estate. So that was what actually inspired us to start our platform called Habit Crowd, a peer-to-peer crowdfunding real estate platform, where we discovered that young people, most of them, especially for those of you watching from Nigeria, we discovered that most of you don't have 1 million naira to buy a plot of land in a strategic place in Lagos. But we saw that if we can bring 10 of you together to put your 100,000 naira together, your 10,000 naira together, you can crowdfund this land and hold it for let's say a period of 6 months, and you sell it and share the profit. So that was why we launched this platform called Habit Crowd. In 2018, we launched this platform, and since then we have actually crowdfunded over 25 real estate properties. These are crowdfunded by members of our community. So this is how this platform works. So let's say there is a plot of land for $1 million or for $100,000, and I don't have $100,000 alone. So I will bring 9 other of my friends. Because I have $10,000, I will bring 9 other of my friends, and we'll put our $10,000 together, and we buy this real estate property. Those of you who live in the UK like myself, you probably know something that the Pakistani guys do in the UK. Now, many of the real estate properties in the UK are actually owned by Pakistanis, and most of these Asian guys. Now, this is how they actually do it. They use this model of crowdfunding, where they bring their brother from their country into the UK and register that person for Uber. As that person starts riding, they now say, this house is on this street and this house is selling for £10,000. Let's start contributing every week. I will bring £1,000, you bring £1,000, about 10 of us, we will crowdfund this house for one person, and after we finish crowdfunding for one person, we move to the next person. And that is how these guys own most of the properties in the UK. In fact, my first landlord when I got into the UK is a Pakistani guy. He's a UK citizen of Pakistani origin. And basically, he is the one that shared this secret of how these guys own most of the real estate properties in some of the choicest places in the United Kingdom, especially in Manchester axis where I live. So this model is what many persons in the crypto space should adopt, where if you cannot buy the whole real estate by yourself, you can look for trusted friends and you guys come together. Our parents actually used this model before. You guys come together, put your resources together, buy that property, hold it for 6 months, and When you sell off this property, you share the profit amongst yourself. So this is called crowdfunding. But because of trust issues, many of you here, if I ask you to bring 5 of your friends, you will line them up. If I ask you to show me one of these your 5 friends that you can comfortably give your money to them for a business, you will definitely, you may not be able to pick one. Why? Because you don't have friends that you can actually trust for that. So this is where our platform called Habit Crowd comes in. So we have removed these trust issues from it. Now we are saying that for cryptopreneurs, for people in the blockchain space who want to diversify their profit from Bitcoin, from Dogecoin, from Tatcoin, from whatever into real estate investment, and they don't have enough profit to buy up a full property alone, we are saying that you can use our application called Habit Crowd to crowdfund alongside other people. You don't need to know these people. So let's say there is a property for 1 million. I will use Naira for example, because majority of my viewers are people that use Naira. So I'll use Naira for example. So let's say there is a property for 1 million Naira, and this property, we have done all the due diligence. Our legal officers have done all the due diligence, and we know that, oh, this property has high prospects. This property is going to be worth more in the future. So we advertise this property on our platform called Habit Crowd, and we say we need 10 persons to crowdfund it with 1 million Naira. So which means 10 persons will be contributing 100,000. These 10 persons own this property. The 10 persons that are contributing this 1 million Naira own this property. But our platform or our company holds this real estate properties legal document for trust, because you don't trust your friends and you may not be able to trust other people, so you trust us. That is why you are saying that we should be in charge of this property, but you guys that are crowdfunding it will be the decision makers. So the 10 of you will decide and say you want to hold this property for 6 months, and after 6 months you want to sell off this property. So let's say we are crowdfunding this property for 1 million Naira, and we are holding for 6 months, and after 6 months we are selling this property off to someone else readily available in the market to buy for, let's say, 1.1 million or 1.5 million. So we are sharing the profit among ourselves. So our platform only takes 10% of the profit, but shares both the capital and the profit back to these people. So there are also other properties advertised with a holding period of 1 year. There are some for 10 years, and there are also some other rental properties. So what we have done with this is solving this problem of people investing in real estate with huge funds, people who cannot afford it. We have given the opportunity for young people to crowdfund real estate and be part owners in profitable real estate investment. This company was launched in 2018. As I am talking to you right now, that we have crowdfunded a total of, I think, 20-something properties already. We've crowdfunded 20-something properties already, and about 9 or 8 of these properties has been resold, and the profit shared back to the investors. So this crowdfunding model is not new. It has been in existence, but tech platforms like our platforms are seeing how this platform, this whole idea can be transformed, especially building it on the blockchain. So I don't just want to tie this real estate investment to just our Habit Crowd platform. If you're someone that you are a cryptocurrency trader and you can afford it, occasionally take profit from your crypto investment and invest in real estate. It's very, very, very important that you diversify your investment in crypto. Bitcoin went from, let's say for example, by this time last year, I was stuck in Rwanda. So I had left Dubai, then I went to Rwanda, and they announced the lockdown. Bitcoin came down to $3,600. In fact, on this exact date 2020, Bitcoin was $6,200. On this very date in 2020, Bitcoin was $6,200. So let's say you bought Bitcoin at $6,200 and you held it until today that Bitcoin is $50,000. Nothing stops you from taking some part of your profit, because you are currently in profit of over 40 something, over 30 something $1,000. So let's say you bought it on this exact date, $6,200, and today it is $50,000. You have total profit of 30. You have total profit of $44,000. So nothing stops you from taking $20,000 profit and investing in an asset like real estate. Now there is a reason why I always advise people to invest in real estate. It's important to invest in real estate because real estate will always be there. Every day people are being born into this world. More persons are being born than more persons die. So what this means is that in 1988, 3rd of March, myself sitting down here, Gaius Chibueze, I was born. I was living in my parents' house. I want you to understand what I'm going to explain now. 3rd March 1988, I was born and I was living in my parents' house. I grew up now and I have gone out. I am no longer living in my parents' house. I have gone out and I am now living in someone else's property. So what this means is that tomorrow my son, Russell Ikemba, who is my first son, is also going to leave me and live in someone else's property. So there is always a growing population for real estate, which is why real estate marketers will tell you that there is no bad long-term real estate investment. Although there is a short-term bad real estate investment, but on a long run, almost every real estate investment is profitable. You understand me? So I always advise people to, especially cryptocurrency traders, sometimes take some of your profit and buy land. Some of you, where you are currently living now, right, land is very, very cheap. I remember buying one of my lands when I was still schooling in Cross River State. I remember buying one of my lands for, I think, 200,000 naira somewhere in Cross River. That particular land right now, they are currently pricing it for around 800,000 to 1 million, somewhere around where I went to school. You understand me? So real estate is a very profitable investment for long term. So as a cryptopreneur, sometimes take some part of your real estate earnings. Now, when you invest in real estate, you are not just only doing business, you are also contributing to building the world. Imagine if I had left my parents and someone else didn't build a house for me to rent. So when you build real estate properties, when you invest in real estate properties, you're also contributing to building the world. But that is not even the angle I'm looking at. I'm looking at it purely from the business angle. So sometimes take your crypto profit. You bought Bitcoin for $6,200 January. What's this month, Victor?
April.
Okay, you bought Bitcoin for $6,200 in April of 2020, and you are now in April of 2021, and Bitcoin has gone from $6,000 to $50,000. Nothing stops you taking $20,000 to invest in real estate. So it's very important that you diversify your investment, especially seeing how volatile the cryptocurrency market is. Now, what I just said now, I will advise, especially for people who are short-term traders. Take some of your profit occasionally and invest in real estate. But if you are like a long-term holder like myself, I have been holding Binance BNB token since it was 10 cents, and I'm still holding it currently at $500. Now I have a target of $1,000. And once I get to my target of $1,000, guess what I want to do? I want to take some of the profit and buy a whole community in my country where I come from. and build real estate apartments for people to live. Even though I'm going to be making money, but I am going to be contributing to building my country. So you can actually do that too. Now, the second portfolio, the second investment I will advise you to diversify your crypto earnings to is agriculture. I don't know if it's because I grew up with my dad, my stepdad, the person I call my dad, being he was one of the greatest farmers that has ever lived. But I grew up having this love for agriculture. When I was still in Nigeria, living in Abuja, I had a 10-hectare of cassava farm. I had a 10-hectare of cassava farm. I have this love for agriculture. So the second place you can invest your real estate, you can invest your crypto earnings is in agriculture. Now I'll give you two reasons why you should choose to invest in agriculture. Number one, food is something that will never go, anyone selling food will never go out of business, especially if it is food that is high in demand. In Nigeria today, in Africa today, in America and in Europe, cereals and some other staple foods are highly in demand. Animals like cows, like beef, goat meat, and the rest of them, they are highly in demand. This is why I invest in real estate. This is why if I am not investing in real estate, I am investing in agriculture. So sometimes take some of your crypto earnings and put into agriculture. Now, agriculture has become very advanced. As I'm sitting down here with my team, we are running a 40-hectare farm in 2 states in Nigeria, and we are running another. We just recently got our license. Now, waiting for final approval to cultivate 10 hectares of medicinal marijuana in Rwanda. So the reason why I invested in agriculture is number one, because I know that agriculture is a very sustainable investment. Those of you who understand agriculture, you know that on that single plot of land, you can plant plantain there. On that single plot of land, you can plant pepper. On that single plot of land, you can plant cassava. Now, agriculture has gone mechanized and digitalized. People in the rural villages or communities, people in the rural villages or communities are always ready to offer their labor in exchange for money. So you can look at this as a way of as a business where you are also helping God to also grow the world. First of all, you're providing people for the teeming population. Don't forget, every second, every minute, every hour, a child is being born into this world. As a child is being born into this world, there is an extra mouth to feed. So it is very important that you take some of your crypto earnings and invest in agriculture. Those of you following me, you saw when in December I shared our recently acquired 20 hectares of land that we bought in a particular state in Nigeria where we want to cultivate palm oil. It's currently at the planting stage right now. Now, what we did was take some of our crypto earnings and invest in this agriculture. So it's very important that if you like to contribute to growing food, you can invest in agriculture. Now, there are 3 types of agriculture that you can invest. You can invest in farming of crops and stable foods. Like you can decide to say, okay, I want to have a plantain plantation. And the sweetest part of this is that you don't need to go to the farm by yourself. You understand? You don't need to go. There are people out there offering their labor. Labor is very, very cheap, especially for those of you watching this from Africa. Labor is very, very cheap. So there are more people willing to work than there is work. So you don't necessarily need to. You can dress up yourself and go sit inside your cocoa farm plantation or your plantation, and you're just giving instruction. At the end of the day, you pay your workers and you leave home, and you come back in 6 months. You're doing that same thing, and you come back to a bountiful harvest. So you don't necessarily need to be the one planting. You don't necessarily need to be the one tilling. And there are so many machineries today that can assist with farming. You understand? And there are some also improved seeds that you can actually get that they yield bountifully in a very short time. So food and staples, like plants and staples, are one of those part of is just one of those parts of agriculture that you can invest. You can also decide to invest in animal farms. Recently, I sent our farm manager, Mr. Praise Achima, to Enugu State to help us get a 2 hectare that we want to rear goats, cows, and pigs. So there is high demand for animal meat. There is high demand for meat. There is high demand for meat. So somebody has to rear this meat. Somebody has to rear chicken. So you can say, okay, I am not interested in the food in the food and stable part of agriculture. I want to just invest in animal farming. You understand me? You can say, I want to just invest in animal farming. So with this now, I grew up in a house where my stepdad had goats. And he starts with my stepdad was very productive, that he starts with one goat, come back in 5 years, you will see 1,000 goats. You understand? The same thing he does for chicken. You understand? Local chicken. He starts with one, and as they reproduce, he grows them. Before you come back, you're meeting a whole poultry of chicken. So you can decide to start small. I know of someone in the United States of America that has a farm in the northern part of Nigeria. What she farms is cows. She has a mini ranch where they are farming cows for her. So you don't necessarily need to be the one doing this. So animal farming is one aspect of farming that you can look into. If you are a cryptopreneur, if you are a Bitcoin, Tatcoin investor, if you are someone that you invest in cryptocurrencies, sometimes take some of your profit and invest in farms. So our company, Abit Mobile Application Limited, we looked at it and we said agriculture is one of those. If you look at the metrics, if you look at the importation metrics for some of these African countries and some parts of Asia and Europe, you will see that they import so much food. So what if you that you are watching this now decide to be a major player? You that you're watching this as a cryptocurrency investor, trader, or whatever it is that you call yourself, you decide to say, oh, I want to take some of my profit to start a farm. Like I said, you don't need to know how to farm to own a farm. There are professionals out there that do this job. There are professionals out there that their job is making sure that people like you are able to invest safely. You understand me? Although I was born in a farm, but since my location limits me from going to farm daily, we have professionals. We have a farm manager that handles all our farm. Our farm manager has farm workers that he monitors and tells them what to do on the farm. So you see that you don't necessarily need to be directly involved. People are always on this value chain. Then the third aspect of farming that you can also be involved in is called commodity trading. Now, when I want to talk about commodity trading, I have a friend here on my Facebook. What he basically does and what I have seen him do is that during the time of harvest for palm oil is very cheap. I think it's during the rainy season. Palm oil is usually very, very cheap. So what this my friend on Facebook does is that he helps people to buy palm oil during this season. That palm oil is very cheap. He buys this palm oil and he stores it for them. And during the dry season, when palm oil becomes very expensive, they remove it and they sell. So a gallon of palm oil that they buy for 5,000, they sell it off for 20,000. This is business. So this is another part of agriculture that you can decide to be invested in as a cryptocurrency trader. The essence for today's session is to talk to you to see how you can diversify your investment portfolio. Crypto is doing very well. As one of the early investors in Bitcoin has done marvelously well for me. Some of you on Facebook, you know me since 2015. I have been saying buy Bitcoin. You know me since 2016. I say buy Bitcoin. 2017, I said buy Bitcoin. 2018, I said buy Bitcoin. 2019, I said same thing. 2020, I've been saying same thing. So crypto is doing amazingly well, but it becomes it narrows you, or it limits you if all you are doing is make money from crypto and invest in crypto, make money from crypto and invest in crypto. It becomes a very unexciting ritual. So this is why today we said for this session, we are going to talk about how you can diversify your crypto earnings. I'm talking about your earnings. I'm not talking about your capital. I am not saying go and sell your Bitcoin right now and go invest in agriculture. I'm not saying go and sell your Tatcoin right now and go invest in agriculture. But I'm saying that if you're looking for an alternative investment, real estate and agriculture are those two places that you can never go wrong. Now, one of the ways to protect your agricultural investment is by getting a farm insurance. There are companies like Masad and the rest of them across Africa and Europe that offer farm insurance. So you have a farm, your farm is doing well, but you take an insurance cover so that in case of any natural cause, tragedy, or anything that happens, in case anything happens to your farm, maybe like I always use example of this. Maybe you have a growing plantain farm, and herdsmen herdsmen who destroy some of these crops go and use their cows to match the whole plantain that is just growing up, and you are now at loss. If your insurance covers that particular side of loss, your insurance company will come for you. They will definitely be there for you. So most of these investments are they have this insurance cover to secure your funds. You can't really say you are totally lost. Don't even forget, even in the cryptocurrency, you can lose everything. In fact, in cryptocurrency, no company, in fact, I'm even thinking of being the first person to create that, where I am going to give you insurance cover and say anytime you are at loss in your crypto investment, come and claim loss. So I'm thinking of that idea, but nothing has been launched like that, where they will say, if you lost in cryptocurrency, come, we are going to pay you back your loss. But you see, in agriculture, you can actually insure your farm. In real estate, you can insure your house. There are people who have insured their house. There is a house I used to stay somewhere in Ghana. There's the house I used to stay somewhere in Ghana, and one day the cooking gas flamed up and burned something. Before the fire service could come, some things were already burned. And what happened? The landlord came and he said, okay, no problem. He called the people that he insured the house, and they came and they took down everything that happened, and they asked me questions, and the insurance company came and I don't know if they gave the landlord money to repent or do whatever he wanted to do. So you can actually insure your real estate investment. You understand? You can also decide to build shelter. You can decide to. Some of you are from countries where they are low income earners. They can't afford some of the mansions that they are building out of nowhere. So you can decide to say, oh, my niche is people in my village can afford to pay rent of 1,000 naira a month. So I want to build self-content that is affordable for people. So these are some of the things that I will advise you to take some of your crypto earnings to invest. So for those of you interested in agriculture, our company launched something called Habit Farm. Now, the reason why we launched Habit Farm is, first of all, we have love. Everyone in our team has this love for agriculture because we want to help. We want to help grow the grow food that people will consume, that we ourselves will consume. So we said, let us launch this platform where people can come together and crowdfund generational agricultural products like cocoa and plantain and palm oil. You understand? Like pig farms, goat farms, cows, and what have you, other types of animal farms. So we launched something called Habit Farm. You can go right now and go download the app. So this Habit Farm, currently we have crowdfunded ourselves and our investors. We have crowdfunded 40 hectares of farm, 20 hectares of cocoa farm, and 20 hectares of palm oil farm. In fact, the cocoa farm, we actually intercropped the cocoa and plantain together, because what we want to do is use the money that we are going to, because plantain bears in 6 months or 1 year. So we use that money that we are going to make from selling these plantains to take care of the farms, so that we don't have to ask our investors again for money. And it's going very, very well. You understand? On the third year, which is going to be by 2022, our cocoa will start bearing, and it's going to, cocoa bears for up to 35 years. You understand? I have experience in these things because I grew up with my father who was a farmer. So it's very, very important that cryptocurrency entrepreneurs also diversify into agriculture. So you can do this through the platform that we have created called Habit Farm. You understand me? You can do this through the platform that we have created called Habit Farm. On this Habit Farm, you will see we have farms in Nigeria. We are currently negotiating 10 hectares in Texas, in the United States of America. If you're someone that you are in the US, you can keep tabs on when we are going to upload that particular farm. You understand? In Texas. So there is so much you can actually do. We are even soon going to upload the farm that we already have in Rwanda. We are just awaiting the last approval of the last license for medical marijuana, which most of you know people smoke. You understand? People use it for medicinal purpose also. So we are so once we get that license now in Rwanda, we are going to cultivate that. You understand me? So these are some of those places I think you, as a cryptocurrency, this live video can actually it can inspire anyone that is not a cryptocurrency person. But the purpose of this video, I am talking to people in the crypto community. I'm talking straight to people who are invested in crypto right now. I'm telling you that it doesn't have to be a boring routine of you invested in Dogecoin, you made 1 million naira, and you made $1 million profit, you made 1,000 Rwandan francs profit, and you want to reinvest it again into another token again. And after you make profit again, you want to invest it into Safe Moon. After you invest it in Safe Moon, you take it from there again, invest in Tatcoin. After you invest it in Tatcoin, it becomes, there is really, check the source of wealth of truly wealthy people. The truly wealthy people contribute to building the world. Jeff Bezos of Amazon, I read the letter that he wrote to his early investors, and you need to see how he talked about the people that they have created jobs for. He talks about he talks about the people working in the company. So if you invest in real estate, you're providing jobs for the builders, you're providing businesses for the person that sells bags of cement. You're doing so much already for the society. If you invest in agriculture, you're also joining God to sustain the world. You understand? So yeah, awesome. So it's very, very important that you understand where I am talking from. I am not saying investing in cryptocurrencies is bad. I am not saying that you shouldn't take profit from Bitcoin and invest in Tatcoin and invest. I'm saying that. Thanks. I'm saying that occasionally take out your profit from crypto and invest in something that will create jobs for other people. You understand? Take out your profit from Tatcoin, take out your profit from Bitcoin. Occasionally take out your profit, look for how you can multiply. And let me tell you something. Why most of these businesses are very big, are even bigger than the cryptocurrency market. It's like preach from now till tomorrow. Not half of the world will buy Bitcoin, Tatcoin, or any other cryptocurrency in the next 10 years. But 100% of this world will live or will want to live in a house. 100% of this world, if they don't eat food, 100% of this world, if they don't eat food, they are going to die. So food is a necessity, is something that they can't live without. So some of these businesses I've talked about are bigger than the cryptocurrency market. You understand? So occasionally think about how you can take your profit from this cryptocurrency market and invest in real estate, invest in agriculture, or invest in other businesses. I don't want to talk about other businesses. I don't have any business with other businesses, but I just want to talk about just these two: real estate and agriculture, farming. So Ajulu, yeah, I want to take some questions. I just want to take questions around what I have talked about. So I was directing this whole discussion to people in the cryptocurrency space. I don't know who you. I don't know if you are in crypto or not. You were watching this, but if you have a question that you want to ask as regards to what I have said, I think I will be taking the questions. So you can just ask your question. I will be checking it out.
All right, so everyone here, I've heard Chief. If you have a question here, you can drop it in the chat box and I'll read it out to Chief. So does anybody here on Zoom have a question?
So people watching on Zoom, if you have a question, you can ask. Okay, good. Someone is asking me on my Instagram, can I buy a property in Abit Crowd and actually own the property to myself? Yes, Abit Crowd uses a model of crowdfunding, but we are also introducing, right now, we don't do 100% ownership by one person, because for us, it is not just about the money we are going to make. For us, it's about the ideology of the company, the ideology of the brand. So the whole ideology was that we discovered that so many people have love for real estate, but they can't afford to buy one full properties by themselves. So we said, let's bring 10 people together to crowdfund real estate, which is why on our Abit Crowd, 2 people can own a property, but 1 person can never own a property. But we are going to make it in the future, we are rebuilding in such a way that 1 person can buy a property outrightly. So for now, it is a no, but in the future, it's going to be yes. So someone says, Ferret Channel said inspirational. Thank you so much. Someone said, wow, interesting. Musum Boris, thanks so much. So I think they don't have much questions on my Facebook or my Instagram. So people on my Facebook, man, I need to buy glass. What's the minimum amount to start off? Okay, I don't really know which of the platforms you're asking, but I need you guys to download our applications called Abit Crowd for real estate, Abit Farm for agriculture. I want to be part of the industry that sustains the human population, so agriculture is very important. Very, very, very important. This person is Juliet N. Branson. Is saying that she wants to be part of an industry that sustains the human population. So agriculture is very, very important. I've said investing in agriculture for me, even though it's like something I love. My late stepdad then takes us to his farm. In short, he has so many oranges, coconut, and everything that you're going to think of. So I grew up in a farm plantation. Probably that is why I love agriculture so much. But there is so much you can do there is so much you are doing if you are invested in agriculture. Someone said I'm ready. I'm in Georgia. Okay, good. We currently we are trying to list a farm estate in Dallas, Texas. In fact, I should be in the US in July to conclude that deal. This other person's only small. I can't see to read. Hi, sir. Why later talk about the contest? I don't really know what this person is talking about. Always focus on what we are discussing. Okay, good. What's the minimum amount to invest in the Abit farm? Okay, good. Abit farm. So I think the minimum amount to invest is $25. Right now, we have farms listed in Nigeria and in Rwanda. So we are adding more farms. We are adding more farms in Cameroon, and we are adding farms also in the United States. So Ajulu, ask questions from the Zoom so that we round up.
I've already answered most of them via the chat box.
Oh, perfect. So guys, I believe it's been an interesting session with you guys, and I thank you guys so much for being part of this session. Now, I want us to have a heart-to-heart talk now before you go. The problem we have right now in the world is that people listening. When they're listening, they are motivated, they are pumped up. But once you're no longer seeing my face here again talking, you go back and you don't take action. You understand? You go back and you don't take action. If after watching this video you're pumped, you're charged up, you say, I'm going to start up a small farm, I'm going to start up a small real estate investment, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. If after watching this all you're pumped up and you don't take action, then it means everything I have done here. This is 1 a.m. in Dubai right now. This is 1 a.m. midnight in Dubai. This is somebody's father sitting down here talking at this time. I should be sleeping. So if you watch this right now, you are inspired, you're pumped up, you're charged up, and you don't take action, then it means I have actually wasted this time I spent here. So I need you to take action. You don't necessarily need to take this action with the Abit crowd. Don't necessarily need to take this action with the Abit farm, but you can actually take action. Someone said something I love so much here, and this was a very smart comment. In fact, this should be this comment should be screenshot and sold as an NFT. She said, I want to be part of the industry that sustain the human population. You understand? It's very important. If you are investing in farming, it is you're doing something big for the world. Dangote is who he is today because of this. Even Jeff Bezos, there is an agricultural value chain in what they do. You understand? Right now in the UK, in some other parts of of the world, now you can just order fruit, fresh apple, banana, and the rest from Amazon Diaries or whatever they call them. You understand? You can order for beef meat and anything. So check the investment of some of the world's richest people. Agriculture is connected somehow to it. You understand? Why? Because people will have to eat. People can sleep outside. Right now, if you go to Dallas, Texas, in some states in the United States, now people are sleeping by the roadside. People can sleep outside. But you know what? If people don't eat if someone doesn't eat for 10 days, that person will definitely die. So food. Investing in agriculture is very needed. You are not just investing for the money, but you're also investing because you want to sustain the human population. So I really want you to take action. Don't just come listing. It mustn't be you must not invest in a large scale, but you can start up something very small. You understand? So I thank you guys so much for joining this session. And Ajulu, I think we should round up. If there are no questions from our viewers, let's round up. So thank you so much, guys. I sincerely appreciate you. Next week we are going to come again with another topic. Remember that we started this first Saturday of January, and we have sustained it up till now. Every week we talk about things related to Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, and the rest. So this is why it's very important that you join us every Saturday. And for those of you who are watching for the first time, if you don't know about our company is called Abit Mobile Application Limited, aka Abit Network. We launched the utility token called Tatcoin, which is a transactional currency for our ecosystem. I talked about our real estate investment platform. The only way you can invest in this real estate is using our utility token called Tatcoin. I talked about our Abit farm. The only way you can invest in this Abit farm is using our utility token called Tatcoin. So we are a blockchain company that is creating real life utility for cryptocurrencies, but basically for our own cryptocurrency called Tatcoin. So Tatcoin is currently selling on exchanges. I am not here to advise you to buy Tatcoin, but I just want you to know about what we do if you're just watching this for the first time. So basically you can buy Tatcoin and hold because it has real life use case, it has value. We are currently building an ecosystem of over 1.5 million users, and this platform was just launched just 8 or 9 months ago. You understand? So as our ecosystem grows, that is how the value of our utility token grows, because the supply is fixed. The supply for Tatcoin is fixed at 200 million. In fact, we are currently discussing with our team to see if we are going to burn some of these tokens and reduce the circulating supply to 100 million or 150 million. So the supply is fixed, but as our ecosystem keeps growing, that is how the value of this token will grow. So for those of you who are new into the cryptocurrency space, look at Tatcoin. You can, if you're studying cryptocurrencies that you want to invest, you can buy Tatcoin, as this token is one token. Like I saw a friend posted today on his Instagram, and he said he bought Tatcoin worth 600,000, and today he sold it 2 weeks ago, and today he sold it for 1.7 million naira. Many of you missed out on Bitcoin. You heard about, especially my friends here on Facebook, so many of you heard me 2014, 2015, I was singing it. I said buy Bitcoin now. I watched one of my live videos I did in 2016. Guess how much I said Bitcoin was? I said Bitcoin was $420 that day. So imagine if you had taken action on that very day and you bought some Bitcoin. You're looking at time 5 years from now, you will watch this video I'm going to record and post on my page again, and you wish you had taken action. So I need you to take action. Position yourself. If you need more information about Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, I am very active on Instagram. Search me out at Bitcoin_chief. My page is the only verified Bitcoin chief. In fact, just type Bitcoin, and the only page that is verified that will pop up is my page. You can check me out. I have a couple of videos I've done on YouTube, several videos that we have done on this program, where I explained everything about Bitcoin, I explained everything about Tatcoin, I explain how people make money from cryptocurrency, I explain how people manage cryptocurrency loss. I have done videos on almost everything, and they are on our YouTube page. Search Abit Network on YouTube and consume all these videos. Information is power. Information is power. You need to understand that in today's world, if you are not informed, you are deformed. And it's not just about getting informed or being deformed, it's about taking action. Last year, the price of Bitcoin went down to $3,600, $3,300. I was in Rwanda then. I was also stopped from this COVID-19 pandemic. I told people, buy Bitcoin now. Buy Bitcoin now. Buy Bitcoin now. Everyone who listened to me and bought $100 worth of Bitcoin in 2020 by this date last year has like ×5 of their $100. This is how people take advantage of opportunities and become rich. So if you're someone that you always come to programs like this, you listen, you're motivated, you're pumped up, you're inspired, but immediately the speaker leaves, you don't take action. I need you to take action. You understand? I am ready with my team. We are ready to guide you, take you by the hand. And one thing about us is that we are very blunt. We tell you the truth about cryptocurrencies. We don't sugarcoat it. We don't tell you if you buy that coin today, you'll wake up a millionaire tomorrow. We show you the opportunities. We show you the risk. We show you everything involved. So if you want to get involved right now, download our other mobile application called Arbitrader. Arbitrader is a cryptocurrency learning platform and also a peer-to-peer trading platform. So when you download this Arbitrader app, click on the button called how it works. On that button, you will see different videos that we have made. We talked about what is Bitcoin. We talked about what is a Bitcoin wallet. We talked about how people make money from Bitcoin. We've talked about everything, and it's uploaded there in that page. Watch that video. Take action. You understand me, guys? So I thank you guys so much. I thank you guys so much for being part of this. So I think that will be all for today. Ajuru, thank you so much, everyone that watched on Zoom. Thank you so much, everyone that watched on Abit Network Instagram page. Thank you so much, everyone that watched on my Facebook page. Thank you so much, everyone that watched on my Instagram. Next week, same time, 8 p.m. West African time, we are still going to talk on another very interesting topic. So God bless you all.
All right, thank you so very much, Chief. So I've posted the link to our Google app on the chat box. For those here on Zoom, you can install the Arbitrator app using the link on the chat box. So once you install the app, create your Arbit Network account, you see that's how it works.